Stop wasting money on your lead magnets, okay? You're not getting the most bang for your buck because you're skipping this one step. I'm going to warn you though, it's not what you want to hear. But if you have been struggling to consistently convert discovery calls from your lead magnets, this video is for you. Today you're going to learn exactly how I booked hundreds of discovery calls for high ticket sales, which resulted in literally hundreds of thousands of dollars of revenue. I'm going to give you the exact steps so you can do it in your business and skyrocket your discovery calls. Alright, what is the one step everyone misses with their lead magnets? It's called just calling them. That's right. It's called picking up the phone and dialing them, okay? Anyone who tells you you're able to just send out a bunch of emails, get a bunch of downloads, nurture the lead, and they're just going to magically book discovery calls on your calendar has either never done it before or is just straight up lying to you. It is extremely difficult to do this. Sure, it can be done, especially in high numbers if you have unlimited ad spend, of course. But what I found time and time again is that if you actually call these people, explain what it is you're doing, give them some value, you'll see your appointments not just go up a couple percent. We're talking about a 1,000% increase in appointments, right? It's not even close. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the mentality, and then I'm going to get into my exact scripts, and I'm going to give it all to you so you guys will actually be able to copy this, change it for your own business, your own company, and then get on the phone and start making some money. So the thing to keep in mind too, that when you are calling these people, they did not request to be called. They did not request to hear more about your services. So what that means is you have to be very cautious. You have to tread lightly, and you have to go indirectly when you're calling them. It's different than an inbound that hits up on the website and they're like, hey, look, I need some SEO services. Okay, great. And then you just call them and start pitching them because they want to hear about how it works, how you can grow their business. If someone has just downloaded a guide, a lot of them have just downloaded a guide. A lot of them are not going to be your target market. A lot of them are not going to be good fits. A lot of them you're not able to help them. Different country, different language, what have you. It's going to be a whole mixed bag. And the fastest way by far to figure this out is to just pick up the phone and call them. And even today in our digital world, the people that are actually willing to call, actually willing to put in a little bit of time on the phones, it's worth its weight in gold. You're going to find that you still do get pickups. You still get responses much faster, and you're going to be able to get a much higher yield from your lead magnets, okay? So let's get into the script here. This is a very simple script, but it's the basic same principles you can use for any industry. I'm going to read it, then I'm going to break down and describe it, all right? First, start call, introduce yourself. I always introduce yourself. You're calling with the premise that you're calling to make sure that they got the guide. Because just remember, people put in wrong numbers all the time. They put in bad emails. Things bounce into the spam folder. They forgot. The reason that you're calling is to make sure they are getting the value that you promised them. Next, you start to qualify them. You ask a couple very light questions just to make sure it's the right person. You can work with them, what have you. Then what you do is you ask for a little bit of time, 10 to 20 seconds, to give a brief overview of what it is you're actually doing, how you can help them. You deliver that summary quickly, and then you ask for more time, 10 to 15 minutes, to actually explain the entire service. And then you basically just transition to your main pitch, your main offer, whatever that is. All right, let's see how this actually would sound. Hey, John? Yes? Hey, John, this is Jacob Bushmaker from the SEO Formula. You requested our guide on getting yourself on Google recently. Did that come through? Yeah, I think so. Great. You are the business owner, correct? Yeah, yeah. Great. Yeah, mind if I just give you a quick overview of what we do? It'll take about 20 seconds. Yeah, sure. Okay, we help business owners who are frustrated with the number of leads they're getting. We help them to appear higher on Google for the relevant search terms so you get more customers, get more calls, and make more money. Usually we see results within 3 months, if not sooner, and we guarantee your clicks will double or otherwise will continue to work for free on your site until they do. I can explain how it all works right now. It'll take about 10 minutes. Is now a bad time? Yeah, sure. And then you simply proceed to your normal pitch, whatever it is. If you're following what I teach for pitches, you're just going to go straight into some more qualifying questions. Get to know them, and then that is when you then start to qualify and weed them out, because you don't actually know if they're a good fit for your product yet. You don't know, right? But what you've done is you're hooking the fish, right? All this is to cast, give them some value, make sure they got the value, and then reel them in, and then you got the fish on the line, and then you just start proceed. You start talking, you proceed. Hey guys, if you are getting value out of this video and you haven't already done so, please subscribe. I do take time out of my day to drop you these free videos, so please show me some love. Thank you. I'll go through this one more time here and actually explaining the parentheses, what that means. All right, line by line, excruciating detail. Hey, John. Obviously the name of the person who you're calling, right? Pause, wait for them to respond, yes or no. If it's a yes, great, proceed. If it's a no, see what's going on. Might be a bad number, they put in the wrong number, what have you, then you'll be able to get off the phone with them, move on. This is Jacob Bushmaker at the SEO Formula. I actually do like to use my full name. It's more trustworthy if you're using your full name, right? And then give the company name. And I usually deliver that flat, not a lot of tonality up or down, just friendly. This is Jacob Bushmaker at the SEO Formula. Okay, so you requested our guide on getting yourself on Google recently. Did that come through? In this case, the guide would be called Getting Yourself on Google. I just made that up, right? Whatever it is, that's what you put in there. Pause, uptone. You want a response, so hit them with the uptone. If they say no, okay, just say, okay, got it, yeah, I'll just resend it to you. What's your best email? Get the email, send it to them, make sure they got it, and then just proceed. Remember, you're calling to make sure they got the guide. That is the main reason why you're calling, right? All right, awesome. Great, and you are the business owner, correct? Well, let's just say you only work with, I'll just say Seattle. Let's say you only work with Seattle businesses. Great, and you do run a business in Seattle, right? Or you do run a bakery, right? Or you are a cop, right? Or you are a whatever it is, right? I usually ask like one or two, really just one probably, just to make sure that they're sort of qualified, right? And also flows better if you have one more question in there. They're a business owner, they're in Seattle, whatever it is. Now this is when you deliver the summary. It's a 10 to 15 second summary statement. I have another video on this. It's actually what I do when I'm cold calling as well. And it's basically you deliver the value, you explain what you do, and you give the main selling points of the service. So mine, give me a quick overview of what we do. It'll take about 20 seconds. Okay, great. Now you want to actually say, give a specific number. You don't want to just say it'll take a minute, it'll just take a few minutes, right? Because that they know that can be interpreted as a minute, 5 minutes, an hour. But when you give them a specific number, right, what you're doing is you are lowering the risk for them, that they know they're not walking to this big long pitch. You're asking for 20 seconds, you keep it to 20 seconds. And also what you're now doing is you are now starting to build the rapport. You're asking for 20 seconds. It's the first little micro agreement that they're doing. You need to make sure that you are being honest, because if you go more than 20 seconds, already you're lying to them, they already don't trust you, and that's giving them a reason to not move forward. Going to the summary, just give them a brief overview of what you do. How would you explain it to your mom, right? Someone doesn't know anything about SEO. You have no idea how qualified these people are. You have no idea if they know anything about what you're doing, right? Particularly, like I'm using this SEO example. Normal people have no idea what SEO is, but they might know. Yeah, we just make you appear higher on Google. We make you appear in the search results when someone searches something on Google. Yeah, my grandma would understand that. Now this is when tonality becomes extremely important when you're delivering these lines, so pay attention to the delivery here. We help business owners who are frustrated with the number of leads they're getting. We help them to appear higher on Google for the relevant search terms so you can get more calls and more customers. Normally we see results within 3 months, if not sooner, and we guarantee your clicks will double, or otherwise will continue to work for free on your site until they do. I can explain how it all works right now. It'll take about 10 minutes. Is now a bad time? And that's it. No magic to it, boys. Just get on the phone and call them. All right, that's it for today, guys. So if you got value out of it, please subscribe, drop me a comment, a like, what have you. Let me know if you have any questions or anything else you want to see more of. And if you're an entrepreneur that's stressed out and anxious due to a stagnant or shrinking client base with a non-existent or underperforming sales process, book a call with me and I guarantee I'll get you back on track.